could have a catchphrase, you know, like you could be like, do a karate chop and be like, abracadabra, sucker. PHILENA. I'm just throwing things out there. These are marketing ideas. I'm just saying, you know, these are things that are free marketing. You could just use, you know, I'm just saying. I'm trying to help your career, homie.
Thank you.
These are just gems I'm throwing out. Hey, man, what's up? It is the Ace Micheals show. I'm Ace Micheals, and I'm still here. That's the main thing. Sometimes that's enough, you know what I'm saying? If you can just get that part out of the way. But I wish everybody luck and success. I know that it's we're going through some tough times. But you know what? Tough times make for rough individuals, make tough individuals, make strong individuals, you know? Remember our grandparents used to say they walked 10 miles up to school and walked 20 miles back the same road in the snow, barefoot. Maybe they actually did, you know, and look how tough they were, you know what I'm saying? So things are what they are. Anyway, welcome to the show today. Today, we're going to be on a positive note. We're not going to be all down in the we have on the show one of my favorite guests, one of my favorite people in the whole wide doggone world. I just love to talk to this lady because she is always bringing a game. Welcome back to the show. PHILENA Carter is with us. PHILENA.
Hello.
See, that's where we insert the 70s music. Like you gotta get the PHILENA. And then you throw the catchphrase, abracadabra, sucker.
I'm not going to use that one as my catchphrase. It's
abracadabra,
clever.
sucker, not to be used. Copyright. Tokyo and UK. Okay, we got it. Yeah, you can't make sure they don't use that.
Yeah.
Anyway, PHILENA Carter, you look fabulous. You got your hat happening. You got colors in your hair. What's going on with girls with colors in their hair? This last couple of years, it's like a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I've always done it, so I don't know. I think.
You know what? No truer words have ever been said. That is actually a true statement right there. I've never not known you to have color hair. That is that's some real shit. You just laid it out right there. Why did you start doing that?
I started in like 4th grade. I bleached it platinum blonde in like 4th grade, and then I haven't stopped ever since. It's just been colors.
You know what's funny? Like, your life has come full circle. Like, you used to be the girl with the colored hair, and now you blend in. Now everybody, it's like people with tattoos. Like, remember when there's like one person had a tattoo, and everybody knew, like, you know, Jim down at the bar, he's got a tattoo.
Yeah.
Now everybody's got a tattoo, right?
It's true.
So, like,
yeah.
Wow.
I was the weird one, and now I'm not. It's now I'm normal. Cheers to that.
That's still debatable. No, I'm playing. I'm just kidding. Of course, you're not the weird one. Of course. Why would you be the weird one? No. What was it like to be the weird one?
I loved it. I still love it. I still think I'm weird. Yeah. It's good to be the weird one. You're kind of weird, you know?
I am not weird. I am normal. That's what I am.
Right.
Now, I've just learned to embrace my foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be a very serious man. And I was just like, you know, it didn't solve anything. Nobody took me more serious just because I was serious.
Right.
So, you know what? I enjoy laughing. I enjoy just, you know, getting a goof. I might as well just embrace it.
Yeah, same.
And life is short. You're doing now in your life probably what the only thing you want to do. You're writing music, you're performing, you got a band.
Yeah.
You're doing it. That's life, man. It doesn't get better than that.
It's true.
You know? So tell us a little bit about what's going on with the band and the music.
Oh, the band and the music. We're up to 7 original songs. Only one of them has been released. But I'm starting to feel better about releasing stuff. I think we talked last time about how I struggle releasing new stuff because I'm too much of a perfectionist.
Yeah, you are.
The guys are really helping me get over it. We're just coming together and being weird. So.
That part you are. You're not so much weird, but you are kind of a perfectionist. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Have you ever
Took it
perfected
definitely.
anything though? Like think about that. Of all your struggles to be
No.
perfection, have you ever achieved perfection on any?
No, and you
Yeah.
can't, you just can't. And I
Okay.
know that, but it's it's difficult. It's easier said than done.
I will say that you sing your ass off. I will
Thanks.
say that. You do
Yeah,
sing your ass off. That's good
thank you.
stuff.
Yeah.
How did you just get to like your point of the singing spectrum? Like, like you get to a certain thing. Like, I think I think everybody starts off trying to be somebody else. Like
Yeah.
Babe
Yeah,
Ruth
sure.
was probably trying to be somebody else, and then
Right.
he perfected Babe Ruth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When did you perfect Phileena Carter?
Oh, I don't know. I still don't think I'm where I want to be, I grew up with such a weird music taste, it was all over the place. It was the Eagles, Alice Cooper, BB King, Ray Charles, like all like the
Oh my gosh, that was
you know Stevie Wonder, Slipknot, I'm just like all over the place. And so I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I still don't really know. I think the thing for me is just trying to figure out new sounds I can make and like new ways I can use my voice as an instrument. I don't know. I'm still not where I want to be yet. We'll see what
But you
happens.
wouldn't go so far like you're not gonna all of a sudden be a country music artist, right? Because
No.
you're not there. You
Yeah.
know that there's a certain area where you fall now.
Yeah. But I might write a country song.
Sure, sure. That's
Yeah.
doable. People do that, but you
Yeah.
wouldn't change your whole genre. Like somebody like Sting. Like
Yeah.
Sting, he's all over the place. Like it's
Right.
like you never know when a new Sting song comes out. You're like, what is this one gonna be?
What is
Zydeco?
it?
He's gonna be
Yeah.
like
Right.
doing a polka. Like what is he doing? He's all over the place. He's Sting. He's just
Right.
anything he wants now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you do have
Exactly.
you got a unique style. What would you classify your own style as?
Oh, I don't know. I'm like indie. I don't know. Indie blues rock.
Any blues rock?
I
Well,
don't know.
you got some soul, sister. You got some soul
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
That
That's
fits
true.
in there. You got a lot of soul.
Yeah. Thank you.
So maybe some. You got a
Maybe some soul.
little R&B
R&B.
tinge when you want to.
Yeah.
I've
I don't
seen
know.
you
I'm all
when
over the
you
place.
want to. Yeah, like you come out sometimes with a little surprising little R&B. I don't know where you come from with it, but I've seen you do it. Like, oh damn! I was standing down in the audience. I looked up on the stage. I was like, oh, that's Phileena up there singing that
Yeah.
R&B.
Just
What's
try
that
everything,
R&B?
Just try everything.
In this racially tinged world, do you get a lot of black people like surprised at the texture and sound of your voice? Like,
I
girl,
would say yeah. Yeah.
this is how black people are like, girl, where you learn to sing like that, girl? They ever come at you like that?
I've heard it a couple times.
Where you get them their vocals, girl? That was kind of like a German, but anyway.
It's kind of German, yeah.
It was kind of like German, if Germans talk like that. But no, you get a lot of people probably blown away by it because I would say this in the way I would say, I don't even say the nicest way or the weirdest way or whatever, but you don't look like you sound.
It's
Okay?
true. Yeah.
There, it's out there. Okay?
Yeah.
Your vocal quality embodies such a big, rich, soulful, old soul type quality. Like, like how do you get that?
I don't know. I think maybe I just take the time to experience everything around me, and that just happens.
Are you
I
a
think
person who reads a lot? Are you an Aquarius?
no, I'm a Capricorn, and I don't like to read.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Capricorns or Aquariuses, but
Me either.
now that we know that, if you were an Aquarius, I don't really know where I was going to say that took us to, but the point is that you do have a quality, like a kind of a mystical quality, like a person who knows a lot, who's been through a lot, and when you get on stage and when you are recording these songs, everything that I've ever heard sounds like a very learned person. Like this is a person
Thank
who's
you.
traveled and walked that road, you know? Is
Thanks.
that true? Is that who you are?
I like to think so.
Yeah.
I'm the quiet one, believe it or not. So I usually just sit back and watch people, and I don't say a lot. So I would like to say that I am. Yeah,
Did your
I've got a
car
lot
ever
more
run out of,
to.
did your car ever run out of gas on a desert road?
No, I've never run out of gas, but I've been stranded on a couple desert roads.
Okay,
So
well,
it's
yeah.
it's
Just,
adjacent.
just as good. Yeah. I would think as a recording artist, you really haven't done it until your car has broken down somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't have a car.
Okay, well, if you were in somebody's car that broke down, right?
Sure, yeah,
That's enough.
plenty of
That's,
times.
that's
Yeah,
even if the bicycle breaks down, something's got to break down, leave you stranded somewhere. That's
yeah.
what's up. That's real.
I've had my share of breakdowns.
Yeah, that's real character building stuff right there.
Yeah.
So you were telling me earlier you got a song you just released, right? Or you're
Yeah,
releasing?
the last one was Driving Home, so that was like a couple months ago now. But we just played one on our recent live stream that hasn't been released yet. So we've got 7 total. We just haven't finished them, and I'm not gonna beat them until they're dead this time. I'm gonna just go with it, and
No extra perfectionism on this round.
no, just gonna let them go. I'm just gonna let them go when I think they're done.
That's good. And what is that like when you put the songs out? Like, you know, this song has been with you and you only for a long time. And then now you have people's opinions on it and people's feedback. What's that like?
It's really strange. It's really, really strange. I was pleasantly surprised with the feedback we got on Driving Home. I had two people immediately message me and ask what the song was about, and I really appreciated that. I've never, I can't really say I've had a whole lot of people ask me where my lyrics have come from, and the stories are so like important. They're so important to me personally. It's kind of difficult to watch somebody just listen to the song and not really think about like the heartache that went into it and the experience that went into it, right? But I had people reach out and ask me what the song's about and tell me what it's about to them, and it's weird. It's such a strange feeling to have to put yourself out there like that, I guess.
It's I mean, I'm gonna say that I can't say that I have had that experience. So I'm saying it as if I have, but I haven't. So it's almost as if when you put that music out, somehow you've opened yourself up to people's criticism,
Yeah,
which isn't fair really, because you know you didn't ask for their opinions, you just put the song out. But I
yeah,
would imagine it's the same way when you make a film. If you make a
sure.
film, you put it out, then you lend yourself to people stopping you at the grocery store and going, I didn't like your movie.
Right, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get some apples right now, like really.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I get that. That's an awesome thing. We're going to talk about at the end of the show. We're going to talk about independence, because that's been our theme of the week. We've been talking about what independence means to people. That's such a big word, and we're celebrating Independence Day.
Right.
But think about that a little bit. Well, I'm going to ask you this other question though before independence: is you as an artist, are you looking at ever being restricted? I know as an artist, you look at life like, man, I'm always going to write and I'm going to perform and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, sometimes you get into the music system where you get signed and then you can't do things. They go, oh, well, you've always got to have purple hair because that's your image. You've
Right.
always got to do this because that's your image. Do you ever see yourself getting stuck in that machine? And would you even accept it if it came to you? If they said, look, we'll pay you millions upon billions, but you gotta do this.
Yeah, that's a really big question, so I'll try to avoid getting on a soapbox about it.
Well, you're welcome to. This is your interview. You can get on it if you want.
I wouldn't accept it, because part of what we stand for as creators should be, at least, to show people that it's okay to express themselves however they want. And unfortunately, the machine is where the money comes from, and the machine is where the control is. But we don't need the machine to make a difference, and we don't need the machine to nurture our own environments and share our experiences with people directly around us. And I would sacrifice whatever was thrown at me to keep that, to keep that integrity. You know, it's so important. You see people that go into the machine and then they're not themselves anymore. Take the old pop stars, right? Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, right? They had something, they had a spark, but they went into the system and they lost it. Alicia Keys doesn't play the piano anymore, you know? Right. Like I remember she was one of my biggest influences, and I loved her because the first song I heard by her was Caged Bird, and she was sitting behind her piano, and it was like a live video, and she's singing about like the most beautiful message. And today you watch her and she's singing to tracks, and she's still doing cool things like don't wear makeup and like normalize being real, but you know, she fell into it too. And it's heartbreaking to see people sell their souls for the ability to create. So yeah, I'll be restricted. I'll have people try to shut us down because we don't conform, and we don't stand for that. You know, we'll make it as far as we can with what we have, being real all the time, you know. Yeah. So I wouldn't do it. I don't want record labels, you know, within reason. There are some independent labels these days that give you the freedom to do it, but you know, it's few and far between. I wouldn't sell my soul for the ability to create, because I can create without it.
And I think there's something to be said for the fact that it took you time to develop the blend that makes you who you are. So if that was why you signed me, or if that's why you booked me, why would you want me to change what it took that you liked? You know,
and it makes sense.
Else, you know?
It makes sense because social media and marketing in general is such a fluid thing. It's constantly changing, and in order to stay relevant, you have to stick to trends, and you have to follow coattails, and you have to stay relevant. And you know, if you're not relevant in the moment, so be it. Right? You just be yourself until you're relevant again. If people like what you're doing and they need to hear what you're saying, then they will. Just if you conform and try to follow everything else, you're not yourself anymore.
Yeah. And so on that note, the question of the week: what does independence mean to you when you think about that word? When people say, "Oh, it's Independence Day," what does that mean? Yeah. And by the way, let me just put it aside. You hold your thought. This is for me to say real quick. I used to wonder as a kid why July 4th was one holiday and Independence Day. Why do we have two names for the same holiday? I'm just saying. We don't call Christmas December 25th. We don't say, oh, hey, it's December 25th. No, we gave Christmas. It's either Christmas or it's not Christmas. But we don't say, you know. So I was just throwing that out there. I'm not sure what I'm throwing out there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a good question, and I don't know. It's a difficult one to answer. I would say that what independence means to me is the freedom to be able to express yourself in whatever way is important to you, and then the ability to use it to improve your direct environment, right? It's just the freedom to be able to be yourself, the freedom to be able to express your ideas and things like that. I don't know. It's a difficult question. I don't know.
I like that answer, though. That was a very, very good answer. I mean, that was very, very good, well thought, concise. I like it. Yeah, I like that. What's on the horizon for PHILENA Carter? And the band is called Stanley Avenue, and they don't live on Stanley Avenue. I don't think there is a Stanley Avenue that I know of, but that's marketing stuff for you. But what's next on the horizon for you guys?
Well, we're gonna keep writing. Right now we're isolating for a while, so we're not gonna be doing live streams or anything like that. But we're collaborating online. We launched our Patreon, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we have 7 people on there so far. I'm so excited.
That's nice. 7's right there next to 1 million.
Yeah, you're right. It's very close. It's on the way. So we're just writing. We're writing. We're adding new covers so that we're ready when everything opens back up. We're trying to support all our friends right now because it's tense in the world.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with that personally because I'm a little bit of an empath, you know. So I've gotta be careful, or I'll personally fall apart, you know.
You're getting a lot from people. I know I have another friend who's an empath, and this is a very, you know, people wear their emotions really out front. There's not a lot that people try to maintain internally. You know what I'm saying? Like when the Dodgers lose a game, the Dodgers fans, that's the first thing out of their mouth is, "We lost the fucking game," and they just calm down, man. It's a game. Calm down. You know, and this with pandemic, and then following that racial tensions, and following that this, and then following that this. You know, remember a long time ago, back in January, we were all just concerned about Kobe Bryant had died.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was a real big thing for everybody. And then now that seems so far away. And we're already 7 months into this year, 2020. You know,
I know, it's crazy.
We're on the other side of this year already. And it's been a roller coaster for sure. How do we reach you on the social media? We want to follow you. We want to stay in touch. We want to pleasantly stalk. We don't necessarily want to sleep in the bushes under your window, but as close as we can, dude.
Yeah, I wrote a song about that actually. So it's, it's coming soon. So social media, the best way to see what I'm doing is the Stanley Avenue page. So we're Stanley Ave on Facebook, just AVE. And we're on Instagram, Stanley Ave LV, Patreon, Stanley Ave LV, YouTube, Stanley Avenue, all that stuff. I'm on TikTok now. Oh, it's so weird. It's a completely new place. I'm on there with the band and personally. So my personal one is PHILENA CARTER. I'm weird, so maybe don't follow me there. Or do.
Well,
I don't know.
Sure, you got no problem. If somebody tells me not to do something, I'm not going to defy you. I'm going to follow you anyway. You ain't going to keep me from following you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of strange. So, yeah, that's the social media stuff. All of that. TikTok's a weird place.
Loves you too much, girl. Last thing is Stanley Avenue. Why is that name relevant to your band? Why Stanley Avenue?
It's where our band started. There actually is a Stanley Avenue. And we started there. That's where we started band practices and stuff. And
that's Las Vegas?
Yeah, we named it after the street we started on.
Was there a house there that you guys were rehearsing at?
Yeah, it was like a jam house. Yeah, it was super cool.
You know that place will be a museum one day, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
You know that, right? That's what's up. Hey, man, it's the Ace Micheals Show. Looking forward to the Stanley Avenue Museum. I've got tickets if you guys want them. Just let me know. $19.99 for the free tickets. Because that's how we do it in Vegas. You know, you get free tickets and it's $26 for drinks, but the tickets are free. Anyway, it's been a great time talking to you, talking to PHILENA CARTER. Think about that. What does independence mean to you as we go into this wonderful weekend? It's going to be a very different Independence Day than we've ever had in our lifetime. But everybody, please be safe, have fun, enjoy your family, your loved ones, you know, kiss the babies and all that stuff. And you know what I say at the end of every show, live the life you love the life you live. Thank you.